Hi all. So I hope you're all doing well and good, and I hope your journey towards health is going great. So in the last session, I had shown you some of the warm-up exercises that you can do before starting with the yoga session. In this video, I'm going to be demonstrating a sequence which is like very, very simple, as in anybody in any age or any body type can do it. But in case you are struggling with any health issue, like maybe diabetes, blood pressure, or any pain or any surgery, recent surgeries that you're battling with, or asthma, so any such health condition, I advise you to check out the description below and see if the asanas, and which if some asanas are not for you. So I have mentioned the contraindications of all the asanas that I'll be dealing with in this video in the description box below. And so if you're battling with any health issue, please check out if any asana is not for you. Folks, don't get discouraged by the contraindications, because the benefits outweigh them by a lot. So also just skim through the benefits of each asana, because it's not in the scope of this one short video for me to explain it all. So just go through the description before you start this routine. So it will give you the encouragement, and it will also give you the warning you need. Yeah. So what are we waiting for? Let's begin with our super simple beginner sequence. And with this sequence, I really hope those who have never tried yoga but always wanted to, and those who have never exercised before, or those who have an interest to begin yoga but are too intimidated by huge advanced poses on the internet, all of you, I really hope you start here. Start by crossing our hands over our chest, closing our eyes and centering ourselves, coming home to our bodies and minds. We'll begin with Tadasana, the most basic pose. So bring your feet together, your ankle, your toes, your heels, everything must be together. Interlace your fingers and stretch your hands down. Inhale and take your hands up. Bring your hands behind your ears and stretch up. Stretch up fully all your body parts, almost as if somebody is pulling you from above. And enjoy that stretch by breathing deeply, breathing in and breathing out. Now we'll do Tiryak Tadasana, where we bend to both the sides. So exhale and bend to your right. Make sure that you don't lean back or lean forward while bending, but bend straight. Go in line and keep your hands beside your ears. Do not let them fall apart. Now, while coming back to the center, maintain the stretch. Inhale and come back. Exhale and go to the other side. You can repeat it again. Inhale and come back. Exhale and bend to your right. Look up to maintain the position of your back. Make sure your hands are close to your ears. And inhale, come back to the center. Exhale and go to the other side. Again, inhale and come back to the center. And release your hands with the same stretch. Bring them down from the sides, each side. And release with the same stretch. You can feel your hands and legs have worked out. So you can just do some jiggly wiggly movements with your hands and legs, so that you relax yourself before the next asana. Now, put your feet apart, hip distance apart, and raise your hands up, exhale and bend down. This is the chair pose or the Utkatasana. Your knees should not cross your toes, should be directly above your toes. Bend as far as possible without crossing your knees over your toes, and try to keep your back as straight as possible, and maintain the posture while breathing deeply in and out. Keep your hands stretched above your head using the prayer position. If you're up to it, you can also keep your feet together just like in Tadasana. This was chair pose Utkatasana. Next, we'll do the warrior pose Veer Bhadrasana. Place your legs wide apart. We'll do the right side first. So turn your right toe towards the right. Let the left toe remain towards the front side. Outstretch your hands and bend your right knee. When you bend, make sure that you are putting your weight down to the middle and not to the knee on the front. So go down. While you go down, your knees will obviously automatically bend in the front. Keep your other leg stretched. Don't bend that knee. Bend only the right knee and look towards your right. Always look in the direction of the bent knee. So look straight there. Now, right toe will be towards the front. Turn your left toe to the left and turn your heads toward the left with outstretched hands. So this is Veer Bhadrasana. Turn your toes, both the toes to the front, and slowly, gently come back. Now, after some standing poses, we'll come down to our knees and do some pose on our knee. Kneel down and keep your knees hip width apart. So your toes also will be in the same line. Now, hands, your palm, place them on the mat, and your palms will be in line with the shoulders. So this is the tabletop position when you keep your spine neutral. Now breathe in and arch your back downwards and look up. So you have a nice U. Exhale and look down again, arch your back, this time towards the up. So this is the cat-cow pose, Vajrasana and Bhadrasana. Inhale, arch your back downwards and look up. Breathe in, breathe out. Exhale, tuck your chin to your chest and arch your back upwards. Stay there while breathing in and out normally. Repeat it a few number of times. This almost acts as if you're massaging your back, so it's great for back pains, even period pains. Come back to a neutral spine, the tabletop position. Now we'll do the Vajrasana or the thunderbolt, some call it diamond pose. So again, kneel down, keep your toes in V-shaped position as shown. Toes will be on top of each other and heels will be spread apart. And sit on your feet. If this is in any way painful, you can wait for a few more, maybe days or weeks to try this again. Keep your back straight and keep your hands on your knees and focus on your breathing. This is a nice meditative pose. It's also great for digestion. since circulation happens more in the upper body than the lower body. So here it's great after meal pose. So that was Vajrasana. Now bend by your waist and touch your forehead to the mat. Make sure that your seat does not lift and as always press on your heels. Stretch out your hands towards the front of your mat. Relax. This is called Child's Pose or Balasana. This is a highly relaxing pose again. It's said to instill the feeling of forgiveness in your heart. So if you want to forgive somebody or if you want to instantly bring your anger down, this is a great pose. If in any way you're not able to go down without lifting your seat, as shown, you can simply take the support of your hands and rest your forehead on your palms. Wherever you are, you can find a support on your hands and stop there. Just remember, you're not supposed to lift your hips away from your toes. So I'll rest in the complete position. Inhale and come back up. Now we'll do the Chakki Chalanasana. In earlier days, when flour mills were not there, women used to do it mechanically, right? So this is just that churning. So here, spread your feet apart, interlace your fingers, hold them tight, exhale and try to touch your toes with the interlaced hands. Inhale and go back. You can do this in anti-clockwise and clockwise direction. Every time you stretch back, inhale. Every time you bend forward, exhale. So whenever you do a front bending, exhale, so you'll be able to go farther. After Chakki Chalanasana, postures on our tummy. So bring your palms directly below the shoulders. Rest your elbow on the mat. Keep your toes outstretched behind. Try to keep them together while you do the pose. Inhale and lift your head. First forehead, then chin and till, maybe you will be able to do till chest or even your tummy. So this is the preparatory pose for the Cobra pose or Bhujangasana, which is highly beneficial. This is the Sphinx pose. Sphinx are those statues that guard pyramids. So it's like that. If you want to take it further, you can lift your palms away from the mat. That can, build your core. Or you can just rest it on the mat. While coming down, again exhale, rest your chin first, then your forehead. One more round. Inhale and lift up your head. Hold the position while breathing in and out. Maybe lift your hands away from the mat. Go as far as possible. Exhale. Come back to the mat, touch your chin, nose and forehead and relax. While doing this, you may try to keep your feet together. With the help of your palm, shift back again to Child's Pose. This time you can spread your knees apart and rest your hip on your heels and stretch out. So if you're pregnant and you want to do this, do the Child's Pose and enjoy its relaxation, then you may do so by keeping your knees up. This is also another variation of child's pose where you fold your hands behind instead of stretching it out. So this is even more relaxing. Why are we doing this again? Because after bending our back backwards, it's always advised to do a front bend as well. Otherwise, there are more chances to end up with a back pain. Lie down on your mat, on your backs, lift up your legs, bend it on the knee and try to catch hold of each of your toes with the respective side's hands and make the hold from outside in. And just roll on the mat, shake your hands. This is called the happy baby pose or the Anand Balasana. So in that you're just behaving like a happy baby, wriggling around. Maybe while you do this, you can, smile gently and have fun. Again, this is a nice relaxing pose. Or you can do the waterfall pose or Viparit Karni, where the basic one. You just keep your leg, stretch it upwards and rest. If it becomes too much strain for you, you can take the support of a wall. Go close to the wall by bending sidewards. Then lay on your back and lift up your leg on the wall and relax by leaving your upper body loose. You can keep your hands far away from your body and just relax. Come back onto your mat. Again, lie down on your back. We'll do some supine twists. Keep your toes together, feet together and as close to the hip as possible. Let your legs come to the left side. Your head must look to the right side. Keep your hands outstretched in the same level as your shoulder and make sure that your right ear touches the mat and even shoulder. So this will give a nice full stretch to your spine. Inhale and come back to a neutral position. Again, adjust your heels close to the waist and just drop your legs to the right side and your head to the left. Now come back to a neutral position. Now we'll go on to the final resting pose, that is Shavasana, in which you simply place your feet apart on either side of the mat, let them drop outwards and place your hands also a considerable distance away from your hip, away from your body, but not too much, only as much as it feels relaxing and not as a stretch. And close your eyes and consciously relax all of your body parts. You can watch my following video on Shavasana. It's like a guided Shavasana, which is highly beneficial and highly recommended because there are a lot of misconceptions around Shavasana. So please check that out. Now stretch your right hand up and with the help of the left hand, just turn rightwards and then get up. In yoga, we say you're always supposed to roll onto one of the side, that is right is advised, and then only then we get up from your sleep or whatever. Now, what I'm doing is Yoga Mudra, where you hold your left hand, which is in Musthi Mudra, and clasp your right hand fingers on the wrist of the left hand, and you do this behind your back and then bend forwards at the hip and touch the forehead on the mat. So this is a great posture to bring in the feeling of gratitude towards your teacher and basically towards anything that you're thankful for. Now come back up. That's it for today. Thank you. Namaste.